I know I'm a little bit in y'all's way. I apologize. All right, guys, this is live in downtown Fort Myers. This is Starship Adventures, and what we basically have here is the Edison Grand Parade of Light, which has been going on here for many, many, many years. Try to get a little bit better vantage point here. All right, you're seeing the fireworks show going on back over the river. That's the Caloosahatchee River in the distance. You can hear the parade starting to come up. I do believe we're up and we're stable right now. Got a few people watching. Thank you for coming in. This is the Edison Grand Parade of Light. We're going to get the thumbnail and the description and all that stuff up here in just a minute. YouTube could make this easier for us, but it's a little bit of a complicated mess, unfortunately. All right, and right there in the distance on the left, that is the Hall of 50 States, a building that was barged up the river many, many, many years ago, and now is facing being ripped down, unfortunately. We are listening to FRS, GMRS, and Fire 1 and Fire 4 from the county here. Here come the police motorcycles, and they'll be the first ones to go by. The parade will come up from left to right. It'll emerge from over behind the Hall of 50 States there and come down and around this corner and right past in front of us. So welcome aboard, everybody. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures, and we are live in downtown Fort Myers, Florida, where we are celebrating the life of Thomas Alva Edison. He was basically the person who invented the light bulb. He invented a lot of other things as well. He invented the phonograph, the telephone, many other things that we use today, many things that we used to use and have actually moved beyond scientifically, like the light bulb with the LED and things like that. But if it wasn't for that man and his inventions, it may have been a lot longer before someone else had come out with all of these things. There was people around the world that were just about coming out with the light bulb. All that about happened at the same time. But some of these other technologies may have been much further along, along on the timeline, had it not been for Thomas Edison. And there's a small town east of here that missed being the county seat of Lee County by one vote. It's still a little small place called Alva, named after the middle name of Thomas Alva Edison. Here comes the motorcycles, probably from Lee County Sheriff's Department. They always have the most units in the parade. It's almost one of those kind of things. Lots of police out here. Fort Myers PD doing a great job keeping everything calm out here. Here come the motors. I'll let you guys listen to the natural sounds here as they go by. I said Sheriff's Department. That's FMPD. Forgive me, guys. That's Fort Myers Police Department. That's the Fort Myers Motors. Oh, here they come again. They call it the U-turner. All right, that was Fort Myers Police Department, or as we lovingly call them, FUMPUD. And as the fireworks continue to be launched from a barge out on the Caloosahatchee River. And the flags are coming now behind that Jeep with the caution lights on there. You'll see the flags being the colors. And we will all stand for that as it goes by. What a great time to be an American right now. Lots of energy down here tonight. Great fireworks show. I hope you guys are enjoying this. All right, for those of you just joining us, we are live at downtown Fort Myers for the Edison Grand Parade of Light, celebrating the life of Thomas Alva Edison, the inventor of many, many things that we use today. Oh, here come the motors. They're perfect for a parade that's based on light. Every parade has its theme. This one is lights. That's why it's at night. This is the 6th largest parade in the world, and in the country, I'm sorry, and it is the largest night parade in the Southeast United States. 6th largest night parade in the country. I think I said that wrong originally. Forgive me. And yeah. It's called the Edison Festival of Light, which goes on for about 9 days. They have a children's parade. They have all kinds of different events and galas that go on here. Thomas Alva Edison used to live here in the wintertime, and he would live up north in the summertime. Our college here was named Edison College, and because of the college up north where Edison's from, they had to give up the name recently. It's now Florida Southwest. All right, I can see the parade. I'm gonna move you guys to the left a little bit so you can kind of get a look around. There's the parade coming up the road over there. It's gonna make a big U-turn. Oh, let's go back for the, looks like we just had the grand finale or something. I don't know what happened there. All right, there we go. And figures right when I turn the camera, right? That's the luck I've been having all day here, folks. All right, I see the fire trucks coming. Fort Myers Fire Department has a Tillerman. Do you believe that? A Tillerman is a ladder truck that has the guy riding on the back. That's called a Tillerman. And they actually have one, and the guy rides in the back and he drives. It's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. I don't know the significance of the Jeep, but hey, it's cool. This is a large parade. Don't let it fool you. This is one of the larger parades. We got a chopper flying overhead. I believe it's the Lee County Sheriff's Office. And here come the colors presented, looks like by the Sheriff's Department. Ladies and gentlemen, the colors of the United States of America. All right. What a time to be an American right now. Nice. What a time to be an American. Yep, I got to tell you guys, a lot of energy down here tonight. We purposely went to the end. We parked at my work, which is 0.9 miles. I know because I looked it up. And I walked here, and it's not so bad. I'm not even that sore, really, as old as I am. So that was the colors, and as happens with these parades, it looks like it's hung up or something. There's the chopper overhead. I'm gonna turn this to the left a little bit, pan around so you guys can kind of see what's going on.
975 northbound, 726, condition 131.
There's a crash up on the highway. It sounds like some of the guys down south are heading to that. And we are going to continue to monitor that as well. We are monitoring some of the fire frequencies here. Let me see. I'm looking at the chat room. Hey, baby, I see you in the chat. Okay. I hope there's not a problem with you guys getting in. We've got the name and everything up now, hopefully, so you guys can, hopefully people are finding us on a search right now. The parade is coming right around the corner of that building you see there, right there in the center. That's the Hall of 50 States. That was actually brought up the river on a barge many, many years ago, placed there. It's a place for many dances and galas and things over the years. And It's got a beautiful ceiling with the state flags of all the 50 states, and it's a really, really cool deal. So, but it looks like it's probably going to end up finding the wrecking ball before it's all over with. And if you look over here, we're going to pan over to the left. That's the parade coming up the other street over there. It comes up that street and it makes a right on Edwards, and it's going to come back right by us. I don't know what's clogged up the road up there. The guys walking the colors are making good time, but I don't know what's going on with everybody else. All right, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the chat room, guys, as we go here. But it keeps disappearing, and I don't know how to make it quit doing that. Yeah, if you guys give me a subscribe and a thumbs up. I'm really trying hard here as a newer YouTube channel. I've been doing it 4 or 5 years, but on YouTube, as you guys know, it takes a long time to get going. So subscribe and give me that like and all that. I'm going to flip you guys around here, take a little look down the street. There you go. And down there about 2 blocks is the end of the parade. I do like to come towards the end of the parade, and I'll tell you why. The crowds are thinner here. Usually the parade's about the same. The vans are a little more wore out or whatever, but normally you can still get a good shot at the parade without nearly as many people standing around. We walked up here about the time the parade started at the other end, and the time we've been standing here, we walked right up. I set the camera up right next to the road. So the crowd is not near what it used to be for this parade. When I was a kid, they would come down here weeks before the parade and start sitting lawn chairs down the edge of the road. It was ridiculous. And they would tape off areas and put, this area is the Smith family from Ohio or whatever. It was ridiculous. And most of those kind of things, they're not allowing that anymore. You have to come down in the morning and sit. You have to sit in your spot all day. But the truth is, the crowds are not what they used to be for this parade. And so it is a little easier than it used to be 30, 40 years ago to find a spot to watch it. And then, of course, we're on Jackson Street. If you come down towards the end of the parade, it's a little bit easier to find a spot where you can get right next to the road. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Edison Grand Parade of Light, as we are here on Jackson Street at the corner of Lee and Jackson. There's that Tillerman fire truck I told you about coming around the corner. It takes 2 drivers to drive that thing. We'll see if we can see him as he goes by. We are monitoring FRS, GMRS, and the local fire frequencies, and all are very quiet, surprisingly quiet. But it was a little experiment I wanted to try, so welcome aboard my science experiment. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Starship Adventures. My name's Ian, and this is the Edison Grand Parade of Light, and we're going to be bringing you guys the views all night long. I am right on the edge of the parade route here, so we're going to get an up-close and personal view of the. I got a street light right over me here, so we should have a really good view here. Here's guns and hoses, pipes and drums. This is the fire department drum corps. I love that, drums and hoses. When I was a fireman, we didn't have a drum corps. I'm kind of pissed about that. Dave, that was the Fire Brigade of Greater Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fire Brigade of Greater Baltimore just went by. Baltimore, Maryland. Here we go. That vehicle is almost as old as the one I drive to work every day. Look at that thing. All right, Fort Myers Fire Department. An old fire truck with a red lantern on the back. I love it. Some Explorers there. Yep, walking bike with a light. Good advice there. Here comes the fire truck. Here they come. Fire Department. And look, it's a Tillerman. Notice the back is steering itself. The guy driving in the back. Tell me that's not cool as hell, huh? he is. He's driving up there. Remember when Kramer did that on Seinfeld? Isn't that awesome? We never had a Tellerman here till recently, I don't think. Here comes an engine. An engine from city of Fort Myers. I think we're going to get this county has 17 to 19 fire departments. I kind of lose track, and a lot of them will be represented here. Take it from someone, I retired from the fire department here, and yeah, that's a big deal. People think it's all up north. It's not. Here we go. Lehigh Acres Fire Department. All right, guys, that's Lehigh Acres Fire Department. Lehigh Acres is Lehigh's a bedroom community east of here, and they lots of brush fires out there. They've had a long-standing history of being a great fire department out there. Alva Fire Department, named after Thomas Alva Edison himself. Alva Fire Department from way out east. They missed being the county seat by one vote, ladies and gentlemen. One vote. Alva missed being the county seat of Lee County by one vote. Way back when Lee County was created. That's Alva, named after Thomas Alva Edison. And here we go, Bonita Springs Fire Department. Bonita Springs, way down in the south part of Lee County there. Look at the spinny light on the front. So they're not supposed to spin that fast, but these guys don't ever set them right or something. I don't know. It looks like a big red smear on the front. South Trail, another great fire department. It's been around a long time. Engine 61 from South Trail Fire Department. They got a little trailer on the back. I love that. Oh, here comes one. They got all the scene lights on. Give us a minute here as we honor our firefighters. We've got a lot of good firefighters in this area. I worked with many of the firefighters years ago. We trained these guys. 25 years ago, we were training some of these guys. Okay, I think the aliens have landed, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's a crash truck from the airport. It's an Oshkosh. Look at that thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Crash 909 from the Southwest Regional Airport. Look at that sumbitch. It's as big as it looks on camera and then some. That thing is designed to drive up to a plane that's on fire, pierce the side of the plane with a big snorkel, a hollow snorkel, and then they fill the plane full of foam to try to save the people inside. What an amazing truck that is. Those are called crash trucks. A lot of them are made by E1 or Oshkosh. Really cool trucks. All right, looks like we got some more motors coming. All right, and for those of you just joining us, this is the Edison Festival of Light Parade. This is the Edison Grand Parade of Light, and we are celebrating the birth of inventor Thomas Alva Edison, who spent his winters here in Fort Myers, Florida. And while he was here in the wintertime, this was his winter estate. Right down the road, literally about 2 miles, you could walk to it from here, is the Edison, Ford, and Firestone estates, all next to each other. If those things sound familiar, they probably should, because Ford and Firestone and Edison all had a part and building the first automobiles that were on the road. And those people all spent their winters here in Fort Myers. And so that's really, really cool. And we celebrate Thomas Alva Edison's life. You saw the fire truck go by, Alva Fire Department, named after the middle name of Thomas Alva Edison. There's a lot of street names named after him here in town as well. We also, the Edison Bridge is one of our biggest bridges here. And to say Edison's a bit of a celebrity here in town, yeah, he is. He's, every town has like their thing or their two things or whatever. Well, that's our thing. I mean, it's here. This is the only big parade we have here in about a 5-county area. There's a bunch of others, but this is the only one of any size, of any immense size. And here we go. This another motor squad coming. Oh my gosh! Look at this! Look at this! There's letters on there. Letters on there. Indianapolis. These guys are from Indianapolis, Indiana. I marched in the Indianapolis 500 parade in 1986 with North High Marching Band. What an awesome thing. They're here. They came all the way from Indianapolis. There he goes. There he goes. Wow, Indianapolis, Indiana. That's a long trip. That's up in the Midwest. I marched in that parade in 1986. It's kind of amazing that they're here today. Look, here comes Crazy Man. Here comes Crazy Man. What's it say now? Oh, it smells a dirty word, I think. I want some light up letters for my car, but they won't be nice. That's pretty cool, huh? Indianapolis, Indiana. Guys, that's a long trip. I happen to know that that's about 1,100 miles. That's about 1,100 miles. Indianapolis to here. All right, so continuing our live coverage of the Edison Festival Grand Parade of Light from downtown Fort Myers, Florida. This is live on YouTube. Live on YouTube all over the world. Welcome, 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 worldwide audience. This is the Grand Parade of Light. And I'll go through everything about it about every 5 minutes or so. I know it's going to get a little nauseating for some of you, but we have people joining and leaving all the time. So I want people to know what they're watching. So just forgive me if you hear me say it 2 or 3 times. Right over here to the left, that's the Hall of 50 States there in the middle. That was barged down the river. And then over there in the distance, that's the Luminary Hotel, named after Thomas Alva Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, the Luminary. And here come the guys again from Indianapolis, Indiana. All right, that's pretty cool, guys, huh? All right, here we go. Got some more motors forming up down there. Here they come. Anybody chatting. I don't know if there's anybody chatting in there, but I am watching the chat room. If anybody has any questions, I was born and raised in this town, born at a hospital about 1.5 miles from here. I can see the light on top of it from here. And so, if there's any questions you have about Fort Myers or this area or the parade or anything about it, I probably have an answer for you. If not, I'll be honest. All right. there's a sidecar so the chief can go to calls. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it looks like my chat room was stuck. Why should it looks like I have to move the chat room up manually every time. I am trying to watch, guys. All right, here we go. Let's see who this guy is. That's Grand Marshal Tito Ortiz. All right, there you go. Grand Marshal of the parade, which is kind of an honorary thing, but what the hell. Here we go, Mariner High School Marching Band, the Silver Magic Marching Band. I believe Mariner is in North Cape. There's your marching band. Little time, by the time they get to here, guys, they are wore out. They're like a mile and a half in here by the time they get to us. So just keep that in mind as we're watching here. All right. Maybe let's see if we got some important people. They're honking the horn. They got to be important, or at least they got to think they're important. Yeah, they do go all out here. This is a big parade. Thomas Edison's a pretty big deal around here. This is Fort Myers Mayor. A medical call going out that's not involved with the parade. Yeah, what we got basically, that's the Fort Myers Mayor there in front of you. Remember, these guys aren't driving their own cars. Usually, Sam Galloway Ford usually provides a bunch of the cards. Sam Galloway Ford has two of the original Edison vehicles, and we'll probably see them before the night's over. They still run. They still run under their own power. There's Teresa Watkins Brown. She is one of the Fort Myers City Council members. Deanna Giraldo, Fort Myers City Council member. There you go. This would be more fun if you could throw stuff at them. Kind of just kidding, not really. Councilman Liston Bouchette. Fort Myers, and Fort Myers Councilman Fred Barson as well. Burson, I think I said that wrong. I live outside the city on purpose. I'm not a big inside the city fan. It's just another set of rules you got to live by. There's the Lee County Sheriff's Department's chopper overhead in night sun mode. There's State Senator Jonathan Martin. State Senator Jonathan Martin, they just got out of a special session up there dealing with some of the new laws coming down from the new administration. There's Jenna Parkins Mullica. And Cecil Pendergrass, Lee County Commissioner. I get a chance to talk to Cecil from time to time. He's actually a really nice guy. He just looked at me like, I think I know that guy. Let's see. There's Denise Carlin. I'm not friends with a lot of politicians, and I just know him from coming in the station. That's Denise Carlin, the superintendent of our schools. Oh, here comes my alma mater, the North Fort Myers High School Marching Band, the Red Knights. The Red Knights. Coming up next, there's Presiding Officer Jennifer Lesta, and that is the City of Cape Coral. And here we go, the Marching Red Knights from the North Fort Myers High School. North Fort Myers Marching Band. I marched with this band when we went to Indianapolis and marched in the Indianapolis 500 in 1986. It's my alma mater. They don't really have uniforms anymore, mostly just t-shirts. They don't march that much anymore either, I don't think. Band was much, much stricter when I was in band. You had to march in step. You couldn't smile. You couldn't look. It was very militarized. They're literally walking by high-fiving people. They're supposed to be marching. Very different than it used to be when I was in marching band, but not necessarily wrong, just different. Here we go. I think we played that song when I was. Sing along, guys. You know the words. All right, here we go. If you're wondering what the vehicles are they go through that don't have anything on the side, that's the support vehicle for the band, because they'll have one or two of them that have to sit down before it's over. And so a couple of the parents will follow in a support vehicle. There's Nelson Taylor, the Edison Festival president. And he does every year they have a president that does this grand festival that culminates in tonight's Grand Parade of Light. This is the Edison Grand Parade of Light, celebrating the life of inventor Thomas Alva Edison, who spent his winters here while he was inventing very important things like light bulbs and phonographs and telephones, and helping Henry Ford and Harvey Firestone, his two neighbors, invent the automobile. This is live coverage on Starship Adventures. My name is Ian. My wife is at home in the studio, running the studio. Thank you, baby. I don't want to hear any of that other guy made it first shit, okay? Kinda LOL. Oh man, standing half on and half off this curb is the worst part of covering this parade so far. That's the sheriff's chopper overhead there. You can see on the top of the frame somebody down there with a horn fetish or something. Yes, horn. Give him a siren for Christ's sake. These are just plain white trucks. These are like, you know what this is? Look, it's the FBI. They can't tell you who they are. Okay, and this truck here, this one here, this is the CIA in the unmarked truck. And here's the DEA. They're in the black truck. There you go. And they're blowing the horn. That must be what it is. They're in unmarked vehicles. They deafen you and then they fucking wave like it's funny. All right, Fort Myers Police. There's the chief, Jason Fields. Fort Myers Police. They seem to have done a good job tonight. They had everything all blocked off. Lots of guys. I bet you everybody at this department is working tonight. I doubt there's anyone at home tonight watching this from Fort Myers Police Department. That's the traffic guy. He writes the tickets. There's the Marine unit from Fort Myers Police. Some of the river here falls within the city jurisdiction. All of the fire departments and police departments around here, a lot of them have Marine units, and they all come together when there's a Marine emergency. There's Florida Highway Patrol. That's the guy that ruins your whole vacation right there when you're on the interstate. No, just kidding. Kinda. Look at these guys, man. Wow. Shiny bikes. Big motors. Here they come. Yeah, that's Lee County. That was Lee County Sheriff's Department. Oh my God, this is Lee County coming up. The Lee County Sheriff's Department overdoes it every year. This is one of their things that they do. There's the sheriff up there. This might be his last year doing this. Look it up. I'm not going to say anything else. He's enjoying his last parade. Correct. This is our sheriff's department. Look at this. What a waste of money. waste of money. This department pisses the money away. He's currently got a grand jury going on because of all the missing money. But that's all right. Looks good in the parade tonight, sir. There's the honor guard. He's even got his name on that stone. You got to ask yourself at some point, how much money is too much on this? Every one of these guys is making $75 overtime right now, an hour. Oh, look at that old car. Oh my God, it's one of the old cars. Oh, that is so cool. I drove those police cars when I first became a cop back in the late 80s. The left side light bar is not spinning. That's why it looks like that. That is a Wheelin 2000, a Wheelin 2000 generation light bar from the 1980s. That is so awesome that that car is still around out there. Look at that car. Oh, man. Oh, how embarrassing. Half the front of that one went out. That's a Mustang there. Traffic unit. Well, he ain't gonna chase nobody. That's a little mini car there. That's for small emergencies, real small emergencies. All right. Oh God, here comes the dog. The electronic dog. Ladies and gentlemen, when AI takes over the world, this is what it's going to look like. Here it comes. Here he comes. I wonder what that cost us.
That's a good question.
I've seen about $1 million roll by so far.
Right?
Still the Lee County Sheriff's Department. They had about 40 units in last year's parade. More units than all the other cop units combined. He don't just overdo it. He overdoes it. Most of the guys, though, do a great job out there. I got to say that. I worked for that department myself years and years ago on the auxiliary. And a lot of good guys there, man. Lots and lots of good guys at the Sheriff's Department here. And at the PD, like I said, the PD's done a great job tonight down here with all the, what is this? The Sheriff's Department ice cream truck. I wonder what that cost us. Ice cream truck for the sheriff there. Bringing Joe Biden some ice cream cones. All right, and there's just vehicle after vehicle after vehicle, and every one of these vehicles had to be trailered and brought here on a trailer. Must be a hell of a logistical operation here. This is another vehicle from the Sheriff's Department. This is this is a nonprofit ranch that they run. Not sure what that's all about. This is proof that they have a pickup truck. All right. It does get a little boring here because the sheriff puts everything in the parade except the regular police cars. And he even puts some of those in. Hi, look at me. I'm on overtime. Lee County Sheriff's Department again. Lee County Sheriff's Department again. you want to learn more, look up grand jury. His name's on everything. There's the boat, big old huge ass boat. Here comes the command unit now. Command unit. There's also, they can also keep the beer cold in there. Here's the latest one. This thing cost us like $150,000. It's a bulletproof dune buggy. Yes, it's a swamp buggy. It's so that they can bring justice into the swamps of Lee County. And here comes the Explorer kids. I was in that program myself back in the 86, 87, and early 88. I was in the Lee County Explorer program. And it is a good program to get youth involved in law enforcement. I do support law enforcement very much. Not much on the waist. And the sheriff's posse bringing up the rear. That's because they don't want to step in the horse shit. I mean, if you had horses marching in your unit, wouldn't you put them at the end? I mean, come on, right? Welcome, everybody that's just joining us. This is live coverage on Starship Adventures. My name's Ian. We are in downtown Fort Myers, Florida, live at the Edison Grand Festival of Light, celebrating inventor Thomas Alva Edison and his contributions to science and to lighting our world, and also phonographs and telephones and everything else. A long list of things that man was either involved with or invented. And this grand parade that goes on every year at this in this week. There's even a daytime one for the kids that was last weekend on Sunday midday, and then there's all kinds of events that go on during the week, and then it all culminates on tonight on Saturday night for the grand parade, which is what we're watching right now. And if you think this has been a long parade, the parade hasn't started yet. There's about 60 or so floats that are coming, full-size floats. The only thing we've seen so far is the sheriff's float and all of his stuff. That was all government that went by so far. Every single thing that went by so far was government money. Now, except that, well, the two bands were from high schools. Other than that, that was all government. Now, coming up later is going to be some full-size floats with big lights and music and all kinds of stuff. And that's coming up in the next section here. I can see the headlights coming up the road. And again, for you ham radio guys that are out there monitoring, I do have GMRS, FRS up, and I'm monitoring it, and you can hear it if it goes off. And I got to tell you guys, it's been quiet. It's been very, very quiet tonight on the radio. I figured that the parade staff might be using FRS or GMRS. Apparently not, because I'm scanning them all, and I'm hearing almost nothing other than a few transmissions that I'm relatively sure was just family transmission. We're about 4 blocks before the end of the parade here, so by the time the bands get here, they've got their little hearts played out. You just got to remember that. We'll probably have bands from Collier County, Charlotte. Usually LaBelle sends a band. You usually see bands from all over the area here. And then there'll be national bands, and there has been international bands that have marched in this parade in the past. From Canada and from other countries. So let's see, this might be Riverdale. The colors look Riverdale. Riverdale Raiders, I was right. It's the Riverdale Raider Band. The Riverdale Raiders. Riverdale is in a town. It's not a town, it's actually an area called Fort Myers Shores, right near Lehigh Acres. And very strong school. When I was in school, Riverdale was a contender. Boy, they got uniforms very similar to the ones we had, and I like those uniforms. I like those uniforms. Bands should wear band uniforms. I like that. I like them getting into it. Here they go. They're playing again. You can always tell when the cadence changes. It's letting them know they're playing. All right, there we go. Let's see who this is. I don't know who this is. Oh, I guess that's the band. They got the band. That's like the support vehicle for the band is what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right, here come the floats, ladies and gentlemen. We got floats coming now. You guys are live in downtown Fort Myers. We are looking north-northwest, and we watched at the beginning of it the fireworks display that they had going off here as the parade started to come around the corner. The government vehicles have all gone through now, and we're starting to see the private companies come through with their entries. And as I told you guys, this is one of the largest night parades in the country. It's the largest night parade in the Southeast, and you're supposed to have as many lights as you can have on your float. Yeah, I played the trumpet. I never admitted that I played it well. I just mostly played it. I was a good marcher, though. I marched like an MF, if you know what I mean. But I didn't, I couldn't play worth a shit. I always wish I could make music. I suck at making music. I can write it, I can make it on the computer, I can do all kinds of weird stuff, but I can't play it worth a crap. My ears aren't that good. Extreme demolition and land clearing. You want shit broke? Call them. Nice. All right. Extreme painting and contracting. They'll either paint it up or tear it down. They don't care. Just give them a call. All right, little break of the action. Here come the next couple. I see FP&L or Co-op. I don't know which, coming around down the corner down there. Those are our electric companies here. We have an electric cooperative here because back in the day, areas like the Barrier Islands and North Fort Myers and areas of North Cape did not have electricity under Florida Power and Light. And so they had to formulate their own electric cooperative to get electricity out to these areas. Now, over the years, electric cooperatives used to cost more, but now it's about the same price as Florida Power and Light. But we have a different power company because we're in an area that was challenged at first to get electricity. When the power lines look like that, you probably should call somebody. All right, that's Florida Power and Light, or as we lovingly call them, Florida Flicker and Flash. And I say that lovingly because my power hasn't gone off in months. They do a great job. All right, this is an old one coming here. That's an old, is that an old line truck? I think that's an old line truck that they used to use to pull the lines. Oh, look at that. Florida Power and Light Company, Sunshine Service, helping build Florida. Yep, that has a big boom on the back that they used to use to lift the poles. Now they use a pole setter to do it, which looks very similar to this truck. Yep, that's a pole setter. It'll dig a hole and set a pole. Or it's a bucket truck, one or the other. Don't quote me. I'm not a power guy. South Fort Myers High School. This is a Wolfpack band, ladies and gentlemen. They got members of their JROTC out there carrying the banner. Here we go, the South Fort Myers Marching Band. I kind of like those uniforms, kind of different. I like that. Kind of half traditional, half new age there. Speaking of JROTC, here comes the South Fort Myers High School. JROTC. The JROTC programs in high schools they're really important to introduce young folks to military service and find out if it's right for them before they actually go and take the dive and sign up. Here they come. South Fort Myers High School, JROTC. Stand for the blue. We do stand for the blue. Stand for the blue. All right. You got to stand for the blue. Even though you get aggravated at them sometimes, man, they're still out there for us every day. What show was that? It was the 70s. Oh, God. Babe, tell me in the chat room, what show is that? God loves you. I'm trying to get the chat room to where I can see it. All right, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat room, guys. Oh, I like those lights. Aren't those pretty? They're like bunting. All right. Vietnam Brotherhood. All right, here comes the Port Authority, guys. These guys keep the airport safe out there. Their jurisdiction includes... lay off the siren, dude. I'm trying to talk. Their jurisdiction includes the RSW, which is the old code RSW for Regional Southwest, but they actually call it Southwest International Airport now. And they also cover Page Field. Page Field is a World War II training base that was here in town. It's still a general aviation airport just south of Fort Myers. Lee County Emergency Medical Services, worked with those guys for many years. One of the best EMSs in the country. They have won many awards for their EMS service here. And whether it's response times or cutting edge care, our Lee County EMS here has won a lot of awards. Golisano Children's Hospital. I got to tell you, I bitch a lot about a lot of things, but we've got one of the best children's hospitals there is here, Golisano. An amazing facility for our children. Look at this neonatal unit coming by. This is the pediatric and neonatal ambulance from the Golisano Children's Hospital. Probably the coolest ambulance I've ever seen in my life right there now. That is one hell of an ambulance right there. Look at that thing. Look at I want you to see the back of this thing. Look at the lights on the back of this thing. That's badass, huh? That's badass. Nobody's going to rear end that thing. And here comes Humana. That's their emergency insurance vehicle or whatever it is. In case you need emergency insurance, they flip on the greens and respond. There you go. That's the Humana unit there. All right, and we got another... hey, everybody. We got another band coming up here. Another band coming up. Let's see who we got here. This looks like the Bonita Springs High School Marching Band. Bonita Springs High School Marching Band coming now. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is live coverage of the Edison Grand Parade of Light. That was either Jaws or the Doomsday Machine. I couldn't tell. All right, home of the Bull Sharks. Home of the Bull Sharks, and that was their JROTC as well. Here is one of the old Edison cars. Look at this thing, guys. 1906. 1906. Look at this one here as it goes by. Look at that, it's a Woody. I didn't make that up. That's what they used to call them. Okay, and here we go. Sam Galloway Ford. I told you they're the ones that maintain those two Edison cars. We see those every year in this parade. I looked at those cars in this parade when I was 8 years old with my dad on this same street. I looked at those two cars waiting to go in the parade. All right, here we go. Sam Galloway Ford, one of our biggest car lots here. They've been around, I don't know, they've been around longer than I have, I think, Sam Galloway, 60s or 70s. They got the big pirate ship going on there. Uh-oh, it looks like we got a little kindergarten prom going on. I don't know what this next one is. I want to show you the back of this one. Look at the back of this one. Isn't that pretty cool? All right, and then here we go. This is going to be, it says the Extreme Companies of Florida. Extreme Painting, Extreme Demolition, and Extreme Florida Roofing here in Florida. That's junior royalty for the Edison Festival of Light Parade. So that was your junior royalty. I'm not sure exactly what role they pay or how much paperwork they have to do as junior royalty. I'd like to find out. Maybe it's not a difficult job at all. Maybe you just show up to the office a couple days a week, you know, being junior royalty. All right, so the next one looks like we got Cape Coral High School, the Seahawks. You know, when I was in school, there was two bands that used to always, like, it was us and them. You know what I mean? It was the Cape Coral Seahawks, the Fort Myers Green Wave, and we haven't seen them yet. Here they come. This is the Cape Coral Seahawks marching band. This was one of the largest and strongest marching bands in Southwest Florida when I was in school in the 80s. An amazing big band from the Cape Coral High School in Cape Coral, Florida. Cape Coral, one of the largest by landmass cities in Florida. The band uniforms have changed a lot. I don't hate those though. I don't hate them. I think I kind of like them because they kind of look like the uniforms on one of my space shows. I think I like them. I see the mosquito control thing that catches the mosquitoes to tell us how many mosquitoes we have. I actually see that thing coming around the corner down there. All right, so who do we got coming now? Heroes Unmasked, it says. Heroes Unmasked. I'm not sure what that is. I don't do this very often. Let's see if we can...
That's Robin? Oh, yeah, okay, that's Robin on that one.
Is that Robin? I don't know. He didn't look so tough. It's like Superdome. It's like Superdome or something. Oh look, it's the Amazing Spider-Man. I believe that's Iron Man, Wonder Woman, Superman, and looks like the big green guy's getting it on in the back there. Here's the Ellis team. Look at this old car here. That's the Ellis team. Ellis has been in town for many, many years, an air conditioning company here in Fort Myers. Look at this thing, guys. If you want a Cybertruck, you can lease one for $749 a month, but it will not have those lights on the outside. Does it come with the lights on the outside? That's what I want to know. Do you guys think that would come with the lights on the outside? Because if it does, I might buy it. All right, here's another one. Crazy Potdorf Elementary School. I passed that today, yesterday actually. Down here, it's in South Fort Myers, down off of Winkler. One of our elementary schools with an entry in the parade. I believe we've got some more royalty coming. Lots of royalty in this town. I don't understand that exactly. But here we go. More royalty coming. Let's see what this is all about. This is the Royal Court of Edisonia. Edisonia. That's the Royal Court of Edisonia. Again, not sure what their jobs are. They don't really tell you what one of them gets to ride around in that little scooter, and in some of it, this is Lee County mosquito control. Yeah, mosquito control. I guarantee there's somebody in there right now going, what the F is mosquito control? Well, they're taking the bite out of it, man. There's Aaron Lloyd, their assistant director of mosquito control. Yeah, it's a big thing here. It's Florida. There's a lot of goddamn mosquitoes here. You have no idea how many mosquitoes are here. All right, here we go. Lee County mosquito control. That thing is used to capture the mosquitoes. That big horn is used to capture mosquitoes and tell us how many there are. That one there actually sends fog out at night. It goes up and down the roads, and this carries the poison out to wherever they're loading it in the choppers. They load it in the choppers and they fly over the swamps. If you were in a different state, they'd call it a bayou, but here it's a swamp. And here you go. So yeah, mosquito control. Pretty big deal in Florida, huh? All right, there we go. That's the 4-H Trails Club. They're going by there. 4-H is a great organization in our high schools. And what 4-H does, for those that don't know, is it continues to provide an interest in our students in agriculture and horticulture and things like that. We want our students to want to have a farm and do whatever, you know. And so 4-H is important. They're heavily involved in your county fairs each year, usually in each town. Okay, here comes a trolley that is all painted up for Vic's painting. Vic's painting. And yeah, construction companies here are the shit, because let me tell you guys something. Everything here is getting built all at the same time. We're building houses here as quick as we can build them. As quick as we can build them. And the other thing we have a lot of here, yeah, health companies. Oh my God. Every kind of nursing home, health coverage for the whole freaking family. Yeah, we got it here, ladies and gents. Here we go. There's Big Mama Radio. Big Mama Radio. That's Big Mama. Big Mama was on B103 down here for a while. Not sure what Big Mama's doing now. Not sure what Big Mama's doing now. He ran for school board, didn't make it. But with a name like Big Mama, you know. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is live continuous coverage of the Edison Grand Parade of Light. The end of the Edison Festival of Light, which goes on for about 9 or 10 days. It ends tonight with this major parade here. Largest night parade in the Southeast United States. And next up, the Cypress Lake High School Marching Pride. This is from Cypress Lake High School, Cypress Lake in South Fort Myers, Florida. Here they come. Band obviously not as big as it was when I was in school. That band would have fielded 150 students when I was in school. I have to admit, I give you guys honest to God truth. These bands look great. The uniforms look cool. I mean, they're putting the effort in. It's just there's not near as many of them as there used to be. It's kind of sad in a way. Yeah. You see, there's a support vehicle. Sometimes these kids, man, it's too much for them. Carrying that girl carrying that drum, man, you don't know how hard that is. Cypress Lake High School, JR, OTC, U.S. Army. Here they come. glad to see there's a lot of interest out there in the military. It's important to get our young folks that are interested in the military, and get the folks that aren't good for the military to realize that early on. That's all such important stuff. Here comes some purple lights. I don't know what this is all about. Got the purple and whites going. I don't know. They're running purple. All right. I want to give a shout out to my wife, Carlotta Alata. Please give her channel a like and a subscribe after you get done giving this one. Carlotta Alata, she's back in our studio, Starship Studios in North Fort Myers. I am live in Fort Myers. Camera is facing north-northwest, and this is the Edison Grand Parade of Light, probably nearing the halfway point. This is Taylor Carpet One, a longtime carpet company here in Fort Myers. Taylor Carpet One's been around since I was a kid. Oh, here comes my work, Wink News. Wink News. My radio station that I work at is in with these guys. Wink News, the Weather Authority. There's Matt Devitt. I just waved at Matt Devitt there. That's Matt Devitt up on the back. Hey! There we go. Those are my guys from work. That's all my guys from work there. That was our weather team. Matt Devitt, our chief meteorologist, the best chief meteorologist you're ever going to find. And Wink TV, I got to tell you guys, there's been a lot of changes in media in this county. Wink TV is the station. It's been around longer than any others. It was the first station to take the air in Fort Myers. Before that, they had to get their TV from 120 miles away in Tampa, Florida. Wink's still pretty much the leader in news in this county, and they do a great job there. I'm friends with a lot of them. Great folks. Here we go. Here's the Electric Cooperative. I told you guys that we had the Electric Cooperative and we had the FP&L, Florida Power and Light. There goes the SWAT team. Not sure what that's all about. Don't know why we need to walk around with long guns at night, scaring people. All right, so there goes that, ladies and gentlemen, the SWAT team, I guess. Okay, and all right, ladies and gentlemen, the next coming up here, cheerleading. Gateway Charter High School's cheerleading team. I love those uniforms. Ladies and gentlemen, LED has made this parade so much cooler than it was. I want to file a complaint right now. When I was in school, none of the instruments had lights on them. I can tell you that right now. This is a bunch of crap. Where's all the lights at when I was in school? Back then, if you turn the lights on like that, they run the batteries dead in about 5 minutes. Here we go. Here comes an oversized load. I have that problem in the morning every now and then. All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is Starship Adventures. My name's Ian. We like to take you guys on adventures from time to time. And today we're in downtown Fort Myers, Florida, the Edison Festival of Light Parade. And this is the Southwest Florida Agricultural Expo. Southwest Florida Agricultural Expo. Vendors and rides and all kinds of good stuff, live entertainment. They do a lot of agriculture down here. As you guys know, citrus, vegetables, big down here. I don't know, a lot of people don't realize this. Florida down here, there was a fox in that. There was a fox in that vehicle that just went by. Beautiful fox. Wow. I don't mean a hot girl. I mean a fox. You know what I mean. Anyway, all right, so here we go. We got another vehicle coming. Look like greens and ambers coming up the road. That's probably a security vehicle. Let's see here. No? Who knows, man? People just drive by. All right, there is nothing coming right now. I don't know what's going on. The but there is still plenty more to come. I can hear them and see them over on the other road over there. They come down the one road, they go around, and they come back up this other road over here, and that's what they do. Thanks for being here, everybody. It's been fun so far. I think we're probably about at the halfway point at this point. And there's this weird thing that happens with these parades. And what it basically is there'll be something that goes a little slower than the actual pace of the parade. And you'll end up, by the time we get to the end of the parade, like we're at right now, we'll end up with a gap. And that's what we have right now. We've got about a 5-minute gap here. We're probably waiting for something that's not running well. A lot of times these floats, these people keep these vehicles all year, and they put them in 1 or 2 parades a year. So these vehicles aren't like the best running vehicles in the world. And believe it or not, vehicles breaking down during this parade route is actually something that happens with some frequency. I even know of a fire truck that broke down one time. It wasn't one of mine that broke down in this parade one time. So not unheard of. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm going to give you guys a little, let's give you guys just a little bit of a tour around here, okay? I'm going to go a little mobile here with you guys. That over there is the Luminary Hotel, named after, of course, the light bulbs that were made by Thomas Alva Edison himself. That over there is the Hall of 50 States, the Hall of 50 States. And that was barged here many years ago. And it's got a beautiful ceiling with all the 50 flags of all the states up in it. Really, really cool deal there. And it's really a neat building that's probably going to end up seeing the wrecking ball before long, because you know how cities are. As soon as something's not making money, it gets ripped down. All right, and then over here, that's the riverfront straight down there. That's going to be the riverfront, and the Fort Myers Yacht Basin, which is still completely closed from Hurricane Ian, which completely destroyed every boat that was left in the yacht basin. And these are some of the buildings downtown. That used to be the Sheraton Harbor Place. And as the Sheraton Harbor Place, it was a hotel that was put there because of the convention center next door. It never made the money that they thought it was going to make. And so because they never made that money, it's gone out of business 2 or 3 times. It's been several hotels. It's been an assisted living facility. And I think it's now, I think people rent them as apartments now. I'm not even sure. It's been so many things. This over here is the Federal Building. The old Federal Building. It's not actually the Federal Building anymore, but this Federal Building that you see here behind us, in order for it to become a theater, they had to put exits in. So that's what you see there is actually an exit that was put into an old building, so that building can meet fire code. There's the old antenna downtown. If you guys can see that antenna is the old long lines antenna system that used to run all over the United States. This long lines tower here used to send signals north to Tampa, but more importantly, to get into the national network, this tower with the big horns that used to be on those 2 sets of rings up there used to face east, and they would go over to Clewiston, where there's another one that looks just like this, and then from there on over to Miami, where it would catch the long lines network north. It's called long lines, but they were lines on a map. These were actually microwave dishes that connected the world. When you were a kid and your mom used to say, we have to call in the middle of the night because it's so expensive during the day, that was the system we were. Are you watching my bag? Watch my bag for me, okay? Okay, that was actually why you were paying so much money, because you needed to use the long line system for your message to make it to wherever your long distance phone call was going. Those horns have long been removed. That currently has ham radio equipment up on it, and also still being used by our phone company here as well. All right, we're back in the cradle here. Let's go over here and take a look. We've got another band coming. Let's see if we can figure out who these guys are. I think this might be Dunbar High School. Yes, this is Dunbar High School. One of the newer high schools here in Lee County. Doing a great job. I can hear them coming. Slightly risque, but very nice. There's their support vehicle, and we've got another one coming. Looks like a float coming next. All right, I'm going to take a look at the chat here. All right, hey Nick. I see Nick is in. I know some of the others are in. I appreciate you guys all coming in tonight and watching the Edison Grand Parade of Light. Here comes the Bayshore Buccaneers. I believe is an elementary school up in North Fort Myers. I actually went to Tropic Isles. There's 3 elementary schools back then: J. Cole English, Tropic Isles, and Bayshore. And I ended up going to Tropic Isles. This one was the one further out towards the fire department where I used to work. And look at that. They are, there we go. It's the Wizard of Oz. There we go. That's the whole Wizard of Oz.
No flying monkeys?
No flying monkeys, folks, but that's okay. Look at this. What an incredible float. What a heavy float. Oh my God. Wow, look at that float. A lot of overlapping music here, unfortunately. Okay, and these are the seniors of Moorhaven, Florida. All right, and this is Fort Myers Greek Fest. That's from the Orthodox Church there, Greek Fest. Nice, Greek Fest. Greek Fest. It says eat and repeat. I kind of like those rules. Uh-oh. I think I see Mission Barbecue. Here comes Mission Barbecue. I'm thinking that's Mission Barbecue. With what they charge, they could buy something like that. That's some of the best barbecue you'll put in your mouth, but it's expensive. Yeah, Mission Barbecue. Look at that thing. That's a military 5-ton, ladies and gentlemen. That holds 5 tons of cargo on the road and 2.5 tons of cargo off road. That is a military 5-ton, and guess what? There's her sister right there, and that's the entries here from Mission Barbecue. Like I said, really, really good food. I find it to be somewhat expensive over some of the other local choices. Oh God, do I smell barbecue? They're literally smoking out in the back of that thing, and they're making us smell that. I wish you guys could smell that because I'm in pain right now not having any of it. Barbecue, I have a weakness for barbecue. Who we got here? There's the Florida Watermelon Queen. Wow. There, you saw it here first, folks, the Watermelon Queen. I have to admit I wasn't even sure there was a Watermelon Queen until just now. Wow. What other queens are there? Oh, I'm not going to ask that. Let's not ask that. Let's just leave that right where it was. All right.
We can let all these walkers on the float if you want. Yeah, as soon as we get up here, we'll do that, absolutely.
We're hearing some parade traffic from some of the units in the parade there on GMRS and FRS. GMRS stands for General Mobile Radio Service. Those are those radios you buy. You can get a little license for $35 and you and your whole family can use those. They work for a couple of miles. And then, of course, you also have the FRS, the Family Radio Service. Those are the little cheap radios that do not require a license and don't actually work that well. All right, that's the Stars. It's the Stars group from Stars Complex. A lot of people having fun out here today. I love to see people having fun. Here's Cape Coral BMX. It's a Cape Coral Bike Club. It's a Cape Coral Bike Club called Cape Coral BMX. And they made that one girl walk. What do you think she did? They made her walk. Hey, a car is Chuck out. I'm interested to know Chuck's down here somewhere. And Lils, thanks for being here. And Talking Life with Nick. Please go by Talking Life with Nick and give her a sub. And also Carlotta Alada. Thank you, Carlotta, my wife, for manning the studio while I'm down here on live remote. Look, is this stereo? A stereo? I think this is a stereo, I guess. I hope. I missed the freaking name. I think that was a stereo high school. And here comes Fox 4. Fox 4 is our TV station for Fox. I work at the Fox radio station. This is the Fox TV station. Fox 4, they've got a great news product over there as well. And there you go, Fox 4. We're listening to GMRS and FRS parade traffic on the radio. And here we go. This is, to give a child a book. That's, Fox 4 is, Fox 4 is owned by Scripps Corporation. Oh, look at that old truck. Isn't that really cool? I love these old trucks, guys. Oh, look at this car. Look at that, guys. Old U.S. military vehicle. Look at these old military trucks. All right, look at that. Got the 50 cal going up on the top there. Look at that, a little Willys Jeep. Little Willys Jeep with the utility trailer on the back. Oh, I love these old military vehicles. Aren't they awesome? Here we go. This is Brownie. these guys, they maintain these. They buy them, they collect them, they maintain them, and they put them in parades. And thank God for them, or else these vehicles would have rotted in a field somewhere, and we would never get to see them again. Thank God for these people that kept these, and I hope there's people that come after them that will take these vehicles and cherish them and love them like they have. Very nice. There's a Humvee military spec, and here comes a 5-ton towing a trailer. That's a military 5-ton. No, actually, I think that's a deuce and a half. And it's got a nice little trailer there on the pendle hitch. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, we're back in a holding pattern here for just a few minutes.
Respond on the statue. Medical evidence. Inventor 31. 3AKR.
Oh, I see a balloon coming. I'm surprised they even do balloons out here. We don't normally have a lot of big balloons in this parade because, well, you can see right in front of you there's overhead power lines. See, in Macy's, the Macy's parade, that the actual route that they use for the Macy's parade, that parade route is specifically designed for that parade. There's no obstructions or anything. That's how they can have those really big balloons going down through there. Here we can't do this. This is a tight downtown area, and you can see up there's a number of communication lines up there. You've got at least 1 or 2 different phone companies up there. You've got the new fiber that's been run through there, and you've also got at least 1 or 2 cable lines up there for either broadband cable or some kind of television service. And so there's a lot of different services running around up there.
Stick to 25, please. I just like all the leaders. Don't listen to Brock. You got those little legs. You can't keep up.
I see drones flying. There's one drone. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's right on the other side of that pole with the light on it. You can see that blinking green light. That's a drone. Green, red, green, red. That's a drone flying. I'm sure, doing photography for the parade. But there is a hovering drone up there we're watching. We do have a band coming around the corner up here. I don't know what's caused this large gap in the parade. This is very common in parades.
Hey, you're losing the guard. You're losing the guard.
And they don't do it here for some reason, but in a lot of the bigger parades, they will meter the parade and actually slow down units to prevent large gaps like this from happening.
You're left there, sir. There we go. Hold that line. Keep going straight.
Again, we're listening to radio traffic on FRS and GMRS from units down here in the parade. The actual law enforcement, fire, EMS, and the parade itself is on frequencies that I do not have access to, at least not right here, right now. But what I do have is GMRS, FRS, and some fire channels, and I've got that stuff up here so we can hear it. And you can see that balloon that they've got.
Steady right now.
That balloon they got flying around up there. It looks like a big sun or something. It's coming around the corner. We got a band coming up now. People have been very nice and courteous here today with our shooting, trying to let us keep a clean shot for you guys. I appreciate you guys that are coming in. This is live, continuous coverage of the Edison Grand Parade of Light in downtown Fort Myers, and I will be encapsulating this video. I will be re-uploading this video tomorrow.
Come right a little.
And that way you guys will be able to go back and watch it at your leisure. So if you see it disappear tonight, don't sweat that. It will be back up tomorrow.
Collective and collective.
There's that drone flying over there just to the right of the sun. You can see the two green lights blinking up there. And that's here comes the band. We'll see if we can get a name here for you. There's the drum major. Looks like she's wore out. Oh, this is a stereo, which means I misnamed a band earlier. That's Estero High School, Estero, Florida. Estero is another example of how fast Florida is growing. 30 years ago, Estero was a field. There was nothing out there but an old fish shack. 30 years later, they got their own high school, middle school, elementary school, more gated communities you can shake a stick at. Some of the richest areas in our county are in Estero, Florida. All right, and here is the new Gulf Coast News. I don't know why they changed their name, but ABC2 and NBC7 changed their name just recently over to Gulf Coast. Just Gulf Coast. So I guess it's these guys that have the big sun. I'm really surprised they let them fly that up there by those three-phase lines. They're doing a good job keeping it under control. But that's Gulf Coast News, and they're two of the big TV stations in town. They're two of the big TV stations in town that are owned by the same group, and they were just bought out recently, and they changed their name to just Gulf Coast, and they combined their news product into one news product. So now whether you're on ABC7 or NBC2, you see the same product now, simulcasting, I guess, is what I understand. But that's the other big news station in town. I did pretty good. I didn't badmouth nobody. I'm just kidding. Actually, they all do pretty good here. I just work for one, so it's the best, you know. All right, let's see who this is here. Florida Weekly. Florida Weekly.
Isn't that one of ours?
Price, I forget. Oh, Gulf Shore. Gulf Shore Live.
Yeah, that's ours.
Yeah, that's ours. I forget. That's a different map. We actually have two different publications out of our building, and I forget which is which. That's terrible. I hope my boss isn't watching. All right, here we go. Like to remember. The Dubin Center, where no one faces dementia alone. Guys, down here, we face an epidemic down here because everybody comes down here to grow old and die. And I'm not even being funny right now. It's a little scary. So many people down here go into nursing homes. We have so many assisted living and nursing home facilities down here. You can't even count them all. I mean, these big buildings, a lot of them are assisted living and nursing home facilities. So a lot of the dementia care research and a lot of the research into elder care and things like that happen right here in Southwest Florida. We have one of the oldest demographics. In fact, the county just north of us, Charlotte County, has the oldest demographic of any county in Florida. And so a very old demographic here. So a lot of the research that's done for the older folks is done right here in Southwest Florida. This is live continuing coverage on Starship Adventures. My name is Ian, and I got my wife, Carlotta Alata, back at the studio, pushing buttons, doing my job. Thank you, Car. I appreciate it, baby. All right, we got, what do we got coming up here? This is the North Fort Myers Academy of the Arts. Excellence in academic and arts. We have school choice programs here, and some of our elementary schools have actual arts programs in the schools, and a lot of the students go to specific schools to try to chase down what they want to do for a future. We got here Global Stage Network. Oh wow, look at that, steel drums. I love steel drums. North Fort Myers Academy for the Arts, island music and steel drums, ladies and gentlemen. I like some steel drum. My wife loves it because it's all like Jimmy Buffett. All right, this is the Lee Autism Academy. Autism is one of those things, guys. We got to keep working on autism. We haven't figured it out yet. A lot of people think it's shot schedules, and people think it's environmental. It's the water we drink. It's the food we eat. It's the processed food. I don't know what it is, guys, but we got to figure it out. Autism is affecting so many children now.
Never run, walk away, say goodnight.
God bless people that work with our children and autism and stuff like that. They're special people. Special people. Ride nature. Ride nature. That's a good idea. Ride nature. Why not? Wow. You see that longboard go by? That's one of the biggest skateboards I think I've ever seen. All right, and here we go. Another break in the action here. I almost want to walk down there and see what's clogging this shit up. My son-in-law's working down here somewhere, but I don't know where. I think he's got a real fox and a fake fox, or two fake foxes. Who knows for sure? Wow, guys, talk about a lull in the action. All right, well, a little bit of a lull in the action here, but you know, it's one of those things when you do these parades. Like I said, sometimes in the larger parades, they'll actually meter it out. They'll have each section will have someone leading that section, and they'll slow down sections in order to prevent gaps like this. This parade's always had this problem. But actually, it's a wonderful parade, and if this is the only problem you have, I guess it's not that big a deal. But this has kind of been one of the little things with this parade is that you get these like 10-minute gaps. Okay, the next band's coming around the corner down there. I think it's the Late for Dinner band. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out here in just a minute. But anyway, here they come. We'll yell at them when they go by. Why are you walking so slow? No, I'm just kidding. I think we got the Fort Myers band coming. That's the home band for this parade. The Fort Myers Green Wave, where my mother graduated from high school, right down the road here. This parade actually started tonight at the stadium at Fort Myers High School, and it ends up right 3 blocks down the road. We're right near the end of the parade route here. So what's really cool about it is this band got to march through their own stadium as they started out the parade tonight. So kind of cool. And they're the only band that gets a big parade that marches through their stadium every year. The Fort Myers High School Green Wave Marching Band. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. My mom's alma mater. Mom, if you're watching, here they come. The bands are not near as big as they used to be. They look about as big as any of the bands have been tonight. They look pretty big. They look like a force to be reckoned with. Green Wave, be proud. There they are. What? Our hair didn't light up in the 80s. Oh, here they come. They're running. I've never seen a running band. I've heard of walking bands and marching bands, but never running bands. That's pretty cool. Now, if they could play the song while they're running, I would be impressed. There is the Green Wave Marching Band. They know they're almost done, guys. Got to excuse that. They know they're about done. Right near the end. There they go. And here come the Fort Myers High School cheerleaders. Systems are doing good. Phone is at 100% and the battery is at 50%. So everything's holding up really good here. All right, here we go. This is the end of the Green Wave Marching Band. I believe this is going to be their equipment vehicle coming now. There you go, Fort Myers High School Green Wave Marching Band. And here comes the Fort Myers High School JROTC, U.S. Army. Hey, Simplex Radio, welcome in. Thank you for being here tonight, buddy. I really appreciate it. Y'all go over and give Simplex Radio a subscribe for me, all right? He's trying to get it going over there. Simplex Radio, give him a like, give him a subscribe. It is so hard to get started on YouTube, guys. So hard. You got to work so hard. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys show him a little love. Simplex Radio. All right, that was the JROTC from the Fort Myers High School, the Fighting Green Wave, which is right around the corner from here. All right, here we go. This is the LDB Foundation, Dancing for Fun, Dancing for Charity, another one of our 501c groups here in town. And all right. Let's see what we got here. We got a nice Toyota pulling something. Let's see what we got here. Rock and roll. Oh, it's a dance troupe. It's the LDB dance troupe. I'll see you on the dance floor. All right. This looks like disaster service is coming. I think this is going to be the Salvation Army. I believe this is going to be the Salvation Army coming. Guys, the Salvation Army does so much every year. They don't get near as much credit as Red Cross, and they work just as hard or harder. This is the Salvation Army. Everything from just helping the average local guy that needs help because he's homeless overnight, to someone who loses their house in a fire, all the way to people who are washed away in a storm. The Salvation Army is there, and they do a great job. And every year at Christmas time, we have to help them fill that bucket. All right, here comes some firefighters with an old fire truck and some old fire gear. I'm not sure what this is all about. I remember that old red gear from the early 90s. And the black gear was big up north. It never really became popular down here because of the heat effect with black gear. That's a neat old truck. Oh, I know what this is. Hey guys, this is the breast cancer firefighters, man. They come out for breast cancer. They support much of the breast cancer research out there. You can make all the jokes you want to make. Fireman loves boobies. And there you go, a pink fire truck, ladies and gentlemen. Pink heels. Save the tatas. Save the tatas, ladies and gentlemen. Firemen love boobies. We did stuff with that when I was a firefighter 30 years ago. Breast cancer, man, we've come a long way. We're saving almost everybody we catch with it now. And we're still not there yet, though. All right, here we go. 60th annual American Social Club of Cape Coral. This is the American Social Club of Cape Coral. And I think that's also the German American Club there. Yeah. German American Social Club out there on Pine Island Road. They have the Oktoberfest out there every year on Pine Island Road at the German American Club there on Pine Island Road. Cub Scouts, Pack 117. The Boy Scouts of America just this last week changed their name from Boy Scouts of America to Scout America, as they are now accepting of people of all That's Gateway School High School Marching Band that just went by, Gateway High School. And now there's your library outreach vehicle, responding with books. These are like bookmobile vehicles that go around and interest people in the joys and love of reading. Books are still a thing out there, folks. Everybody should have a few of them anyway. It's the best way to store history if there's a big solar storm. The county library system. I'll admit I don't understand why we spend so much on libraries, but we do have one hell of a library system here. I'll say that. One hell of a system here. All right, here comes the Shriners Circus. You guys know I love the Shriners. The Shriners have been supporting burn research and burn treatment all over the world for many, many years. The Shriners have been very, very instrumental, very important in all kinds of research and all kinds of care for families and people. So I've always supported the Shriners. When I was a firefighter many years ago, we always supported the Shriners research and the Shriners groups out. Okay, thank you everybody for joining us. This is Starship Adventures. We're continuing our live coverage here in downtown Fort Myers. Our camera is facing northwest. We're watching right about 3 blocks before the end of the parade. This parade kicked off at 7 p.m. at the Fort Myers High School Stadium, and it's now here ending up on Jackson Street in downtown Fort Myers, Florida. Here we go, Cape Coral, Florida's Marching Bulldogs. I love all the blue. I'm very surprised at how much smaller the bands are now than back when I was in school in the 80s. When we marched in this band, when we marched in this parade, we would field a 140-piece band. Cape Coral would field a 200-piece band. These schools tonight had maybe 40-piece bands, maybe 45. It just shows the change over the years. Less and less people getting involved in music. I can't say that I mean, it's not the end of the world because there's not a lot of future in music for most of us. I think we should concentrate more than we do on technology fields and construction fields and things that are actually going to help people in the future. There's the Jeepster unit from the Shriners. Here they come, the Jeepsters. There they go. These aren't cops, guys. These are Shriners. They go out and raise money for burned up kids, man. I mean, there's no more noble cause than that. Love me some Shriners. All right, here we go. More Shriners coming. There we go. Motor Escort Patrol from the Shriners. So next up, we just had to let some emergency vehicles through here. There's the Creel Tractor Company. Creel Tractor has been around for a very long time, and they are pulling one here, one of the Shriners vehicles. There's the Jeepster unit. These vehicles are old, dude, and they don't all make it to the end of the parade, but that's okay. They showed up, they were here, that's what counts. Here come the Flintstones. There go the Flintstones, it says. I guess I was wrong. There you go. The Naples Shrine Club, the Flintstones. Shriners Hospital for Children. Shriners Hospitals. That's a nice old fire truck right there. I love that old fire truck. Okay, here we go. This is more Shriners Hospital stuff. Oh, a bunch more Shriners. Uh-oh. I think we got Division of Forestry, guys. Florida State Division of Forestry. We have an amazing Division of Forestry here. They actually respond to fires just like the fire department, just like the fire department does. They respond to brush fires. They run out there, they get in the truck, the door goes up, and they respond to them just like anybody else. When we get brush fires here, we have to get right on them things. If we don't get right on it, it gets bad quick. And so our forestry here actually has an active firefighting unit, and every county has firefighters. And when there's wildfires, they are on it. They're on it. Flies on a turd. Yeah, Smokey the Bear is actually Federal Fire Service, but it's used by them as well. Everybody kind of uses the Smokey the Bear as their as a mantra for fires, forestry firefighters. But yeah, Florida has one hell of a forestry firefighting corps here. run by the Florida Division of Forestry. Here we go. I don't know what this is all about. Aloha. I guess we can honestly say that Hawaii was represented here tonight. All right, who do we got here? This is going to be Lehigh Acres MSID. That's a storm event rescue vehicle. Yeah, we get bad storms and hurricanes here, and everybody gets into it a little bit. It is what it is. Lehigh Acres MSID. Board of Commissioners. All right, got another band coming here. Let's see who we got. Many years ago, there would have been international and national bands here, but I don't see as many of them anymore. It says Gators. It said Gators, but I never saw the name of the school. There you go. Blueberry Bunch Farm, you pick. March through May, go pick blueberries at their farm, Blueberry Bunch Farm. You pick. All right, here we go. This is the Chill Squad Air Conditioning. Chill Squad Air Conditioning. Chillsquad.com. Guys, if you're wondering why there's so many air conditioning companies going by, it's 97 degrees here in the summer every single day for 7 months with 100% humidity at night. So if your air doesn't work, you're sleeping at a friend's house. This time of year, it's not so bad. I could probably handle it right now. You're going to laugh. I've had my air go out in the evening, can't get nobody to come fix it, and I have slept in my car. I will sleep in my car. Will not put up with the heat, the sweltering heat. Won't do it. Roofing team. You know how fast they can come fix your roof and that son of a bitch? I'm telling you, they can be there in no time. No time. Yeah, is there crazy shit? Sure there is. Here we go. Team First Responders. And see, so many of these, I don't even, I see the float. It looks great. I have no idea what it even is. What Team First Responders. Wow, his door actually lights up. I like that shit. I want some of that. Team First Responders. We salute our heroes. 9/11 Team First Responders. Well, there we go. Not even sure what that is. Oh my God, what is this? I believe it's an octopi. It's an octopussy. My God, I don't know what it is. It's reaching out for the crowd. That's from Tented Up, a local tent shop. Window tinting, another big thing in Florida. Window tinting is big in Florida. Lee County 4-H, we talked about this earlier, 4-H clubs. 4-H clubs are big here because agriculture, horticulture. It's important to get some of our youth not only interested in music and not only interested in building things and interested in shop, it's also interested in getting them into livestock raising and parenting and getting them into things like that, getting them into growing crops and being a farmer and stuff. It's just as important as any of these other programs, really. All the instruments light up now. Senior High School. That was the Lehigh Senior High School marching band, and now this is the Lehigh Senior High School cheerleaders. They don't call it Lehigh High because that sounds stupid, so they call it Lehigh Senior High School. Lehigh Senior High. The Love Boat is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Stubing in the Love Boat. It's the Love Boat.
That's freaking hilarious. I love that.
They had the Blues Brothers poster on the back there. I like that. That's creative. I like that. That was creative. All right, what do we got here? Clean cut, lawn service. There you go. In case you need your lawns done, folks. Clean cut lawn service and stuff. Who do we got in there? Danny Pickles. Hey, Danny. Trying to see who else we got in here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And if I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. The chat room is over the top of the screen, and it keeps disappearing. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. Clean cut. Boy, these guys have a hell of a system here. Look at this. All right, here we go. Southern Cross Tikis. Yes, tiki huts are a big deal here. And what's funny is half the people here call them cheeky huts, and half the people here call them tiki huts. And the truth is they're both correct and they're both wrong. Apparently they make tiki huts, but cheeky huts and tiki huts, I don't know what the difference is exactly. I bet you they'll make either one, because you just make it and then call it whatever you want. What the hell is this thing? I think every semi should have a TV over the top of it like that. Wow, Crowther Roofing. Wow. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty damn cool. I have to admit, that's one of the better ones I've seen. That's Crowther Roofing. They got a huge roofing company here. They do a lot of advertising with us. They do both commercial and residential. They got like a division for each. All right. Crowther Roofing and Sheet Metal. Oh, look at that old truck. Look at that old truck. Old Chevrolet. That's a neat old truck right there. It's running too. I can hear it running. All right, here we go. Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. There's a Lions Club of Lee County. Lions Club. Lions Club of Lee County. You do get over the whole honking horn thing after a while. It's like, you know, normally we tell people to shove it up. That's pretty damn cool, actually. That was pretty cool. Crown roofing. Like I said, roofing's a big deal down here, guys. Look at these guys. Here they come. Crown roofing. Okay, here we go. These guys are from out of the area. They're from about 125 miles away in St. Petersburg. This is the greater St. Petersburg area. Awesome original second time arounders marching band. Second time rounders marching band. Here we go. These guys are out of the Tampa, St. Petersburg area. Yes, guys, it's a band for the old folks, but I think it's really, really cool. I like it. A lot of these people did this in band and they wanted to do it again. If I could play an instrument, I'd probably do it again. I was a good marcher. I just sucked at playing music. These guys even got headlights on. I'm not sure, but I believe the end of the parade is growing nigh. Probably in about 10 or 15 minutes. This is the best band yet, I gotta tell you. These are people my age. They're the best band so far. You guys are the best band so far. Gotta tell you. I'm telling them as they walk by, because it's true. They're the best band so far. That was definitely the best band so far. And they're my age, so you know. We're also monitoring GMRS and FRS traffic. I know.
What these fucking people have it with this fucking gun that you're on.
Nice. Their language is worse than mine, for Christ's sake. That's the second pizza from Downtown Pizza I've seen, or D-Hop as we call it. Famous pizza place here in downtown Fort Myers called D-Hop, Downtown House of Pizza. Great staff. I think we're getting close to the end, guys. I think we're getting close to the end, ladies and germs. Creole tractor. You know what these tractors are, guys? These are the guys that come tow the shit that breaks down. That's why they're bringing up the rear. And there we go. That's the end of the parade, ladies and gentlemen. This has been live coverage on Starship Adventures of the Edison Festival of Light Parade, the Edison Grand Festival of Light Parade, the conclusion of the Edison Festival of Light, which goes on for over a week here in Fort Myers as people start to head for their vehicles. I'll start gathering my things here. But this has been continuous coverage, guys, and we're going to keep it up here for just another minute. But that is the end of the parade, and we're going to start walking back towards my work where we parked our cars. Parking is always such a problem. We work nearby, so we just park there and walk down. Special thanks to my wife, Carlotta Alata, working the studio and keeping things going there. And there we go. That is the conclusion of the Edison Grand Parade of Light here in Fort Myers, Florida. If you want to find out more about Thomas Alva Edison, the inventor, his friends, Harvey Firestone and Henry Ford, find out all about all the different things with these guys. It's really neat stuff. History is an amazing thing. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. This has been coverage on Starship Adventures. Please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like and tell your friends we're out here trying to do good work. We'll see you next time on Starship Adventures. Goodbye, everybody.
Babcock Ranch area on the radio.
But